Yeah,
Yeah, man, I
yeah.
appreciate you, man. I was gonna, that's what's up, man.
I'll definitely chime in again if I have to.
What's up, J Bone? S Doc, what's cracking?
I don't think they got audio. I don't think they can hear us.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Specs,
Gotcha.
someone should be late. Yes, sir. We are in
We
the
live?
building.
Live, y'all.
We are as live can get.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
That's what's
Man.
up.
It's going down tonight. Need to let me in.
Oh, we gotta let Hask in.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay.
Yo, where? Oh, there you are. What's up, Smoke Low?
Oh man, I'm good, man. What's the deal?
Man,
My squad. What's up, S Doc?
What's good, Smoke? Good to see you, bro. What up,
Good to see
Stevie?
you too.
What's popping?
Good to see y'all, fellas.
Is there?
yo,
Is there?
episode
man. The team is in the building.
It's down.
episode number 10, man.
Number 10.
It's wild. It's wild that
We've been doing this for a little minute now.
yeah. Who knew?
10
We got some
years.
episodes under our belt.
10 years, one episode a year.
Come on. It's been a little slow, but we getting the hang of it.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Feeling like vets at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Down.
So, man, let's do a quick check-in, man. We had the super fast intro so that we could have as much
Yeah, I
time as
heard that.
possible. Yeah.
All I heard was space, and that was it.
It was a one hook intro.
Bro.
Like Jay got a
Hey.
spin again.
Hey, Jay did 8 bars. That was it.
He didn't even do that.
I
Bro.
wasn't even supposed to
4
do
bars.
that.
He did 2 words.
Thursday.
Freestyle legend.
Right.
Bro.
Thank you, brother.
Stevie, start us off, man, with the check-in.
Yo, check in. Let's see. Highs, lows, and self-care. Let's see. Highs this week. Bro, I'm taking family pictures with the family. We're going to take Christmas pictures on Saturday. So that's like my high right now. I'm
Bro,
excited.
I didn't hear nothing about none of this. So what you talking about family pictures?
Oh,
Oh, not you. Not
Oh,
my
Hey,
family.
Steve.
Not
Steve's
y'all.
family,
okay. Not this family. Okay.
Yeah, no.
family fire.
You know that family don't take pictures. So yeah.
Healthy communication.
About to see World
Lows
Star up here.
for the week. I'm not taking real family pictures. No, I'm joking.
Okay.
Lows for the week is I missed my workout this morning. I had to do it this afternoon. So I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie right now.
All right.
Self-care. Man, I've been drinking like a bunch of water.
Here we go again.
Here we go
You
again.
said
It
that
always not
last
started
week.
that way.
Look, self-care. I've been drinking a bunch of water, bro.
That's it.
I
Key
wish
word.
you just let it go, Haskell.
No,
It's
you
not
let
an
it go.
alcoholic podcast.
You let it go.
Put it down.
About fine wines and spirited drinks. You're talking about only holy water.
Wow.
You gotta say it faster, Stevie. I've been drinking water. You like, so I've been drinking.
I've been drinking.
That holy
I've been drinking water.
All I hear, bro.
Water. I'm the water boy now. Anyway,
All right. Stevie Boucher.
popcorn, Alicia Cherie.
Alicia Cherie.
You gonna get me just because I came in late?
that a low for the week, E?
I hope
For
you're
the
ready.
week? I don't have any lows for the week.
Good.
I mean, highs for the week. This is technically my last week of work for the year. We'll see how that goes. Self-care. I've actually been getting rest this week, you guys, believe it or not.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
That's
what I'm
right.
talking about.
That's amazing.
I know. Look at
What you
me turning
need.
over a
That's
new
what you
leaf.
need.
Okay, well, popcorn too. I don't know who's already gone.
Just Stevie.
Dang, late
Just
bird.
Stevie. I
Yep.
know, because y'all wouldn't let me in. Okay.
Ooh.
Jay, hit him.
Okay.
Hit him with the grill.
Man, highs for the week. Man, this podcast is a high. We made it through. Man, it was a tall order, but we got through it,
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
and we're here.
Venti order.
Who's here?
Train
So-
Say that live.
No, that's a small. A tall is a small.
Oh, it is a small. Haskell knows. He's in a Starbucks.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right,
Y'all a
Rashid.
mess.
So, just to be here is awesome. Lows for the week. I don't have any lows. It was a good week. Self-care. Was able to exercise. Was also able to rest and spending quality time with my wife which is always dope. So
Always good.
That's right.
Yeah.
man, I'm a popcorn it to Smoke Lope, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Coco, cousin, yeah.
Man, the highs this week. I took the kids and Bree to Disneyland. So the kids went to Disneyland for the first time.
That's
How
fire.
wow, that's beautiful.
fun.
Man, so and they loved it, man. They just went crazy.
Shout out to Disney.
And they loved it, man.
Disney.
So I take you. They went crazy. So they had a good time. Man, Lowe's. I can't think of any. You know what? The Lowe's was like waiting 70 minutes to get on Small World.
Oh, bro.
That's a low.
That's a low,
All
bro.
order.
I just-
If
Extreme.
that's your lowest low, you're doing pretty darn good.
All right.
Winning.
Yeah.
Hot. That's right.
And then the self-care. I gotta say the running, man. I've been posting it on my story to try to post those times, and I got the 3 mile down, like I might have got that 3 mile down like under 30. I got my 2 mile under 20, so it's like 19:30, and I got the
Okay.
3 mile down under 30. So I'm like, that to me is like, at least I'm just showing a little bit of progression.
Bro,
That's all I want to see.
I'm proud of you, bro.
That's the self-care thing, is like, I gotta just giving myself like a little, just like setting my own little goal and just hitting it. So I guess that's the self-care thing for me.
I like it, man.
Popcorn it over to Haskell.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of something. All right.
Oh, my bad, man.
No, we good. My camera back on.
The camera's off for a
Trying to
reason.
be all in the business.
What you doing over there?
My
Eating?
bad.
All right.
Even though I was
So-
saying it, I was like, don't.
Bag of popcorn.
Watching Alicia, snacking, watching. Stop laughing so hard, Alicia.
Leave me alone.
I say my high is I have a Netflix film coming out on the 17th on Saturday.
Let's go.
Yep. A film that I scored.
What's that?
It's a company. It's a short film documentary on hot dogs. So the director, today is his birthday, my boy Leon Lozano, son of Oakland director. So we got that coming out. A lot of work
Let's
that
go.
that was put into that. Low allergies rose up today. I don't know why, it was a little chilly today, so my allergies was acting crazy. And man, self-care. I ain't been at it for like a week. I need to get back at it. It's been cold outside. And riding my bike in the cold is not fun. So I'll start back next week.
Got it.
All right. I popcorn it to Sean. You went? Sean Dunn?
What's Sean? Oh, Sean Don?
Sean Dunn.
Now his camera's off.
Hold on, man. My
Now he's
camera's
doing
off.
something.
My camera's off for a reason, man. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right, let's start off with the lows, because the lows were low. Like I hit something on the freeway, man, and it cracked my radiator and my AC condenser. So I had to come out the pocket already during come out the pocket season. And I was
the pockets.
like, my low is my bank account right now. my bank account is at an all-time low. So
Sorry,
that's
bro.
That's
all right, bro.
That's no fun. The high is that I actually still managed to go get do some Christmas shopping today. So that was fun. Like, giving in your lows is a type of it's a type of love language. It's a type of self-care. It's a type of high for me. So when you have nothing and you still can manage to give, it's like, yes, Lord.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
So that's my low. That's my high. My self-care. I was actually able to. I prayed every day this week. You know how you know people say, yeah, I pray for you. I pray every day. You know, they don't be praying every day, but I actually try to make it a goal to say a prayer every day. Just being grateful, because that's what I want to be. That's what I want to do more of. Just be grateful, because things could be worse. I'm in a place where things are worse. And it's like, why am I not being more grateful for, the position that I'm in? So just like, even I wasn't asking for nothing. I was just praying, just like, thank you. Just thanks, Dad. Thanks.
Yeah.
So that was my self-care. Amen.
Tell your brother to buy you a car for Christmas.
I know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stevie Nino.
Shout out to Stevie is preparing to put that big red bow on that.
Yeah, come on, big bro.
With the bows.
On that G-Wagon. Why you had to get me one too?
I need that Hummer for Christmas.
And whatever they got on CarMax. Shout out to CarMax.
All right, never mind. Never mind, bro.
All right, you got a popcorn.
Oh yeah, popcorn. S. Dot.
Yeah. No lows this week. All highs. I was able to get a good drive out of LA and started singing the Christmas songs and got into the Christmas spirit. So that was awesome.
Talking about, bro.
Ended the weekend on a great note with the cold getting causing a lot of condensation near the foothills. Myself and wifey were able to wake up to a white Christmas.
That's
nice.
So it just really set the tone for us. So super grateful for that.
Amazing, man.
That's what's up.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Now, maybe Jay or Stevie can give us a wrap on what happened last week, coming into this one, because we want to leave more time for Dyles Mavis and the brothers and the family.
The season finale.
So be honest on this season. The season finale always got to be it got to be dope. Of course. You know what I mean? We got to get it. Okay. All right. So Stevie or Jay, take it, man. Just bring us up to date on where we are right now. And then we jump in straight in.
So I believe we left off to the part, was it right after Najee kind of started doing, the name change happened, Jammed Up Jelly Tight happened, and then you guys started doing shows. Like Najee was setting up these promo shows, giving y'all hats and everything. And then what transpired after
promo hats?
Dang, I should have wore the promo hat today.
Today was the day to wear those hats, fellas.
Hey, wait. Yo, we might have to have Alicia go grab that promo hat.
Hey, put the hat on the dog, Alicia.
Yo,
Because it won't fit on
Ellie
my
rep it one
head.
time.
You want me to grab the hat, dear? Come on.
If the spirit leads you, you could grab the hat.
I know what that means. I'll be
Put
right
that
back,
in the
guys.
spirit.
Go get it, lady, right now.
Elevated.
That's exactly what it means.
But
Okay.
so that's where we left off.
All right. So now we going into, to be all honest, there was some individual hurts, disagreements, some pains that happened, some unfortunate conversations and non-conversations. And we want to really just expose like what happens in the group or with a group of people that they start off as brothers and then they end up going through some really rough, times. And what actually happened through that moment? Because a lot of people don't know really what happened with Dyles Mavis. They don't really understand what happened with Dyles Mavis.
Yeah.
So let us know. Jay, lead us off. And take it, man.
That's
All right.
hilarious. That's a fancy beat.
So, yeah, I think, jumping off after the Dyles Mavis hats. I think what really happened from my perspective is we lost steam. We ran out of funding. And when we had initially got signed, we were really expecting to do less work. And that wasn't the case. It was more so we needed to do what we were doing, and then some. So last episode, we talked about like being at Interscope and things not working out well. And then to have an actual, deal and to have an album out and for the album not to do well, that was another blow. And then especially the way it kind of fizzled out, there was no like, well, all right, guys, well, this is the last day of trying to promote the album. We gave it all we could. Like it just like literally fizzled out. Like we were having pizza one day and then the next day it wasn't no more pizza meetings. Like it was like
no more pizza party.
Yo, like
He was all out of pizza.
like we was just all fresh out of pizza, guys. Like we didn't even get that memo. And so, for me, it just seemed like yet again, like, what are we doing? Like, what's going on? And so that tension is building, frustration is building. And we all started doing our own thing. And like, really, in my perspective, I saw Smokey like was pretty much the first one to dust himself off and be like, yo, I gotta keep making music. And so, he started doing his thing. And for me, I didn't know how to express myself. So my feelings were immediately hurt. Like, damn, like this Negro is really, nigga, you just gonna do you?
Okay.
You gonna do like that fast?
Like
the pizza party was yesterday.
Real talk.
like, no.
Real talk.
And so like instead of, talking about it, I just started internalizing even more. Like, okay, we moving like that. Like, okay, all right. And so I think there was like a few years of that, like just everybody just kind of doing their own thing. And I don't know if you guys remember it. You guys definitely got to, talk about your perspective. But I remember putting songs together to have a mixtape, the 7 days ago mixtape. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
And like there was a lot of anticipation, and there was a lot of working together at the beginning of the project, but it never seemed like we could finish the project.
Mm.
And it just kind of is like,
yeah.
it slowly just became like, it slowly became just like my pet project. And like, Smoke was doing stuff. Sean was, I don't even know what Sean was doing. But we weren't working on the project together
So
anymore.
one thing to like mention
Yeah.
in this phase is, at the same time, like we all kind of like, I think me and Smoke graduated. Jay, you were still in school, and what made it super easy to make the music and push the music, produce the music, and master the music and push it out as quickly as we were able to was because we was all living together. Like that was a big part of it. Like, yo, we were all in this. We were, shout out to Spruce Village. We were in the same space for a few years at a time. And then like once Smoke graduated, he moved out. I know you guys remember the Just Us party. The last Just Us party was
No comment.
I got arrested.
Oh, the greatest party ever.
You was there. I was DJing. It was a wild night. But anyways, more importantly, a lot of the reason why like it was easier for people to start doing their own things because we went home. Like I moved back to Compton. Like Smoke moved back with his folks. And Jay, I don't know. Did you go back to grandma's? I don't remember.
I went back to grandma's.
You went back to grandma's?
I was like at grandma's, and I was living with my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah. And I think that made it a little bit harder for us because this is how it used to go. This is how it used to go, ladies and gentlemen. Like I would come home from class and I would walk in to Jay literally pressing spacebar on a beat, and like I would pick Smoke up. I'll pick Smoke up, and we'll come home, and Jay would press play and be like, "Yo, listen to this." Bam, and it'd be like, "Yo, snap," and start freestyling, record it, record, easy. The next day, yo, and it was like it was hits after hits after hits. So living together made it super easy for us to make music together. And I think a lot of the reason why it became harder to like get together and make music together and collaborate the way that we used to was because we were all in different spaces, like pretty much different cities. Like I was way in LA, Focus in Riverside, Jay was in Paris. And that kind of sparked us in our own directions. Like I know for me personally, I was always the lowest on the totem pole with everything, with rapping, singing, production. So
man.
I took this time to be like, yo, okay, it's time to get my chops up. So I'm about to go in the garage and just mess around with this keyboard until I get nice as Jay and Smoke. Until I get nice. Because I'm like, yo, we still got shows coming up. We're still making music, but I want to add the Sean Don element to the show where like, not only am I introducing the show and talking and rapping, but I move over to the keyboard or move over to the bass. Like I'm trying to get my entertainment value up. So I never lost the steam of being a better artist, but overall as a group, we lost esteem as collaboration for sure, because I wasn't able to walk into the house and hear a J beat or hear a Smoke beat like I used to, because they can testify. Like literally when I walk in, I hear an idea, and I wrote a lot of songs for the group, and like that was who I was. Like I hear a beat, write a record on the spot. Like, I don't know, 10 minutes into it. And I'm like, yo, Smoke, hey, sing this real quick. Yo, Jay, this is what I'm thinking. And we're like, okay. Like, yo, that's how constellations, butterflies, like microphone, that's how all of that happened. Because I was able to walk in on them in their creative mode and just add to it. But I wasn't able to walk in anymore because they were gone. Like we went our separate ways.
Yeah.
Fair
So,
point.
was there ever a meeting of like an amicable breakup between you guys where y'all sat down and said this is it, or it just happened for y'all? Or did it ever break up? Or did y'all ever, like, what happened? Were y'all just floating, wondering, are we a group? Yeah, we're a group. No, we're not. Like, what happened with that?
I don't.
Hey, Haskell,
it
what
was
was the time that you were on the phone with us? Do you remember? Like,
yeah, I remember a couple of times
where you were sitting on the phone with us, because that to me was like the time when we were trying to literally figure out the next move. I don't remember the year, but I remember it was like the three of us were in the studio, and then we had Haskell on speaker.
Yeah.
And, because Haskell, you was big bro, man, and you were like, yo.
Yeah. I think we was
Yo,
talking about, I
what
think
the
we was
hell
talking about on that meeting, just if y'all gonna be a group, be honest, put everything on the table, never stop creating. And a lot of different things came out. But sidebar, just to let y'all know, we got Bahamas on here with us.
Yeah.
My girl Tada is looking in. She's watching all the way from the Bahamas.
Yes,
So
sir.
our podcast is worldwide right now.
We global, baby.
Shout out to the
Worldwide.
Bahamas.
Shout out to
Much
Bahamas.
love to y'all.
Yeah.
Hey.
Beautiful island.
Appreciate
So question. Y'all some nice guys. Y'all all nice. Y'all start a little with a little energy and then y'all go on a nice mode. So let me ask a serious question. Smoke,
right.
What was your lowest point with your boys? These are your boys. Like, this is like not just no friend up the street. These are your guys. Like, what hurt your heart? What really bothered you? Either whether you got over it quickly, or was there ever a moment where you really felt the pain of like, man, what was that? I'm gonna ask Jay the same question, and Sean Don the same question, and then
I'm already ready.
I'm in too.
There it is.
I mean, it's a good question, because I think it goes into how I used to think, and I want to come from a place of like reflecting on how I used to think, and we're not like this anymore, and that's, I think, we just have grown.
Yeah.
But I think back in those days, I personally took losses hard. I took stupid stuff hard. I took a pickup basketball game where it doesn't even matter if you really win or lose hard. I would be out there yelling and screaming at people
that's facts.
over
I was there.
over pickup games, because I just really was like, in my mind, I took losses the wrong way. I took it as if somebody was trying to do something to me for some reason.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And maybe it was a mixture of like being ambitious and a perfectionist, and the positive sides of it were there too. But I think the negative side of it is like being mad when you take a loss instead of like learning from it. You know what I mean? So my lows came when we would take like the way that we talk about the Interscope situation and the Najee situation, we kind of making light of it. I took those as big losses and I blamed people.
Wow.
So what I was thinking in my mind, if I do everything by myself, I'll never take a loss.
Okay.
In those times,
now we're getting somewhere. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when you start thinking that way, I'll say this like with everything I always say, there's positive things that come from it, but then there's negative things that come from it. So the positive thing was, I'm never going to take a publishing L again. Spend 10,000 hours learning about publishing. I'm never going to have somebody else play me. The producer is never going to just take a beat from me that I just wrote on and they decided to give the beat to somebody else. Oh, that's never happening again. I'm going to make my own beats. Like all this homework I would do in my head. Oh, I'm starting my own record label. I'm not having somebody own my own masters. These are positive things that happen.
Yeah.
But now that I reflect and looking towards the group, it was looking like I'm going to go over here and y'all not part of it. And
Yeah.
that's not what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
But it was just like it was the
Yeah,
reaction to
I
taking
hate you for
losses.
that. I
Yeah.
hated you for at least
You know what I
like
mean?
3 days. I hated you for that. I was like, Smoke,
Right.
where you going, bro? Like, what the F word?
Yeah.
Now I'm just playing, bro.
But see, the thing about it is,
Word,
that's, I feel like that's what they were thinking. Like, okay, Smoke is leaving, when it's really like, in my mind, I'm just like, bro, like Jason, I'm dusting myself off, and I'm gonna go as hard as I can as my like own little defensive mechanism to feeling like the group was taking L's. And in actuality, it wasn't the group, it was the business, because still some of the best music that I made was with them. I got started with them. A lot of everything that I've learned about the music, we learned it together. So that's the foundation for
Yeah.
everything that I do in music is with the squad. But I
Yeah.
know that there's frustration there because I'm just literally running and not telling the squad what I'm doing. Right.
Okay.
wow.
Fast forward
That's
though,
good.
later on, I would come back and give game like, hey, yo, fellas, this is how you start a publishing company. Oh, bro, appreciate it. Hey, you know what? This is how you create your own LLC record label, blah, blah, blah. Or any little bit of game that I would get, we would always come together as a squad and share all that game. But I
Mhm.
think at the time I didn't know that we were having like a tension with each other, man, over that, until later, until me, Sean, and Jay had to sit down and got to talk about it. But
Yeah.
Okay.
the
Yeah.
low, the low was
Here's
the low, I guess, was me being like, dang, I didn't know that I made y'all feel that way. That was a
wow.
low. It really,
Here's why that's interesting too, Smoke. We just lost DJ Twitch.
oh
Right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
rest in peace to
R.I.P.
him. That's huge. It's a wake-up call. It's not a wake-up call to us because we talk about mental health. But for men, we're under attack because a lot of times we don't speak up.
We
No,
don't.
I'm not
We
telling
don't
them
speak up.
anything at
We
this
don't speak
time.
up to our girlfriends, our wives, or whoever, because we feel like we're either we're men, we should be able to handle it. We don't want to look soft. I can do it by myself. I'm an island, and then something like that happens when his brother takes his life and he has 3 kids and he's married. And 3 days before he was dancing on a video. So
Right,
this
right.
podcast tonight is, I wouldn't even want to dedicate this to him and his family, but you brothers went through something. It could have went dark.
Oh man.
It could have went dark. And some of y'all probably went dark and nobody
Yeah.
still don't know. So
Right,
it's a
right.
safe place tonight that if we're going to be music for your mental health, we got to expose some of those moments because somebody's going to see this and they're going to say, man, I went through the same thing Smoke went through. Wow, what Jay said, man, that clicked for
100%,
me,
man.
and
Absolutely.
that could save somebody's life. So I'm not trying to
100%.
start a fight. I'm trying to start a fire amongst us, especially men, where we can really just talk, man, just like share some of these deep things. So I appreciate you,
100%.
Smoke, for a share.
Oh man, good.
Sean Don, go for it.
Snaps. All right. What am I doing? I'm picking up where Smoke left off, or just
No,
what's the question?
you're
said, was there a
sharing one of
low?
your darkest moments during that process. Like, what was one of your
Darkest moments. All right. So darkest moments, like I by default felt like the leader, and by me getting the the audible voice of the direction, and by not forcefully like saying, hey, God said we should keep our hands on the music. I don't think we need to involve anybody. I immediately felt weak. I felt weak by not saying, hey, we don't we don't need any help. And that's honestly because I felt like God was trying to do something different with us. Not that I know that he knows something about the music industry that we don't know. And because of who we are, yeah, exactly. He's like, yo, hey, I know what you guys want, but what I'm trying to do is protect you guys and protect the sound I have with you guys. I didn't know that at the time. But I didn't say anything because, of course, the pressure of, having a more professional sound, having, background singers, having, more professional, musicians on records. Like it feels like that's the direction that we should be going in. And I didn't say anything. So, and also at the same time, with me not being a musician at the time, Jay and Smoke knew this about me. They knew that I knew, or I felt like I was the weakest link. Like Jay had been doing music all his life. Smoke had been singing all his life. Me, I started rapping literally when I was 17 on my voicemail, just playing around. And Smoke thought it was dope. And I was like, that's hilarious, bro. That's tight. And he was the one who pretty much encouraged me to be like, yo, you could rap, bro. And then I freestyled with Jay one time, and Jay was like, hey, that's tight. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, I don't actually do this, y'all. Like, I'm just a regular dude out here. I love music. Like, I know that if I did music, I would have something to contribute to it because I love it. It would be dope. And then when I had the dream that I was supposed to do music, that kind of solidified it. But I also knew that there was a lot to learn about music. So I didn't take it as hard as Smoke and Jay, only because I was very new. Like, of course, like Jay and Smoke would take it harder when Interscope is like, nah. For me, it's like, yo, I'm not really tripping because like, yo, I just started rapping 2 years ago. Like, and I've been in I've been in team events before. I ran track for years, and I wasn't always the strongest link. So when it came to a team, I always worked on myself as an individual. And I always knew that if I wanted to make the team better, I had to be better as an individual. And I always knew that. So when things didn't work out with Interscope, or, like things was, getting tough, I always looked at me as the blame. I put it all on myself. Like, yo, if we're not getting the deal, if we're not doing this, it's probably because of me, because I'm the weakest link. So I'm like, maybe this is just a season for me to get my ish together. Maybe this is a season for me to grow. Maybe this is a season for me to learn the music business, learn, F sharp to G sharp to, E flat, like learn the music like I'm supposed to, so that I can belong and contribute the way that a real musician should. Not just, not just with, he say, she say, what I think and thoughts and opinion, but actually, like, do you speak the language of music? So I'm like, okay, I'll take my time to do this and do that to better myself.
Yeah. Thank
and
you,
I think,
brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
No, that's real. That's real
Appreciate
talk,
that.
man.
You know what, Shandon? I gotta interject and just identify one of the strengths that I've always seen with you in your skill, man. Despite what you may see as far as like musical acumen and skill set, one of the things that you always shined with in the group and even individually, man, you were really strong in your charisma. in everything that you delivered lyrically. So every time that I heard you on a track, you sounded like you perfectly fit.
Yeah.
You were never
I'll take that.
a lacking or weak link in the crew. So I mean, just from an outside perspective, bro, you were right where you needed to be. And man, that the intensity that you took in growing your skill every time that you would get on a song, man, you were growing leaps and bounds. So please give yourself more credit and grace in your
for real.
growth process, man, because
I will take that, bro, because
you're in the right
Even
place.
his performance, even his live
One of the
performances.
nicest, man. I kept
Absolutely.
telling you that.
Yeah. I mean, he knows this, man. Like, how many times have I told you you're the greatest entertainer in the world, bro? Stop playing.
bro, you're supposed to tell me that because you're my brother.
But it's
That's not
real though.
true.
It's real though.
Not,
Yo, just to piggyback off of what S-Dot had to say, and Jay can testify to this, like Shaddai, you always have like one line in every single song that y'all do together that stands out for me. And it's like my favorite line. Like you always have like my favorite lyric in their songs. Like it's not, you would think it'd be Jay, because you know that's my husband and all.
I know.
but-
Jay's line is
but
always my
like,
favorite line.
there's always that one line where I'm like, yep, that's my favorite. That's my favorite on this song. That's my favorite on that song. So,
Every
bro,
time.
you
Very unique.
you got the juice,
Oh,
bro.
every
You
time.
got the juice.
Yeah.
100%.
But I because I didn't come from the same musical background as Jay and Smoke, like I've always felt this way. And like that's why I worked overtime. And it was okay for me. Like I never accepted anything as a loss. I've always accepted everything as like, oh, okay, time to grow, time to get better. Like that's what all the greats do. Even when Michael Jordan got cut from his, high school basketball team, like it was a time to grow. It didn't mean that he wasn't the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
At that time, it didn't mean that. And that's how I felt. It was like, it doesn't mean we're not the greatest of all time. It means that, okay, it's time to take a time out and get better. And
You're a Capricorn, right, Shauna?
I'm a Capricorn, man.
That's a cap trait.
That's a cap trait, bro. Like I don't take losses. I take lessons.
No cap.
Always.
Cap trait.
I don't take losses. I just take lessons. I interpret everything as, oh, okay. So get stronger in the gym, hit the gym more, copy that. No biggie.
Man.
So I
Well,
never put the blame on Jay or Smoke.
Man, I appreciate that. Time is always against us, but let's leave Jay some time to share.
Oh,
Thank you, Sean Don. That was beautiful.
yeah, man. Bro, I don't even know what I'm sharing.
Your lowest point, sir.
My lowest point. My lowest point is probably when I realized, or when I thought I had figured out that the mixtape that we were working on was just not ever going to come out. And I felt like I was just by myself. And I remember having that meeting with everybody in the studio when you were on the phone.
Yeah.
And I think my lowest point was just before that, because in my mind, I needed to be, I'm always somebody, I don't have like juggling skills. So I do one thing and I do it to the maximum. And so in order for me to focus on anything else, I had to know for sure where and what we were doing. And so I needed that closure to make room for whatever was going to be next. And so the low point was just realizing like, I'm not going to be doing this with my brothers. I'm gonna be by myself. Like whatever I thought was gonna happen, whatever I saw for myself, that's not it. And everything that I built on felt like it was just, like I built it on sand, like it was just gone.
Wow.
And so it was tough. It was tough, like, looking up, seeing smoke blow up, do his thing, shoot music videos, and like me still like trying to figure out what the Dyles Mavis next single was gonna be. Like I felt dumb. Like, nigga, what am I doing? Like, why am I the only one still working on this? Like, yo, I felt like the girlfriend still hanging on.
Right.
Yo, that's a good
Like I felt like the ex-girlfriend who's still, and I was like, yo, I don't like this feeling. Like, I don't like this feeling at all. And so it's like, man, I need to let go. And so that was probably like the lowest, like, okay. And then after that meeting, for me, I just had to say it out loud. Like, I don't know if the fellas remember, but I was just like, yo, like, so just so you know, like, we're not a group anymore. Like,
I remember that happening.
like, yo, I was just letting it be known, like, so I can move on for my own sanity. Like, because I never really grew up with brothers. So like,
that's another piece.
So like, this was huge for me. Like my bros, they have siblings. Like they can disagree, make moves on their own, and it's still all love. What I knew about Brotherhood was, yo, we in this together forever. We had a song called Together Forever.
Wow.
And so for it to not be together forever, I was like severely heartbroken. Like, yo, I don't even like dudes like that.
Yeah.
And like,
right.
It takes a lot to grow a bond between guys, man. That's
100%.
yeah.
And so like, it was heartbreaking. Like, and so that was like my lowest point. Like, okay, they really forced me to like grow up, because I was hiding behind my brothers. Like, as long as I had them, like I had two people in the house who continuously gassed me up. Like I always had we talk about the 5 love language. Mine's is words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's so like
it was gas, bro. It was not gas.
So like to be in that environment, like, of course I'm making beats every day. When your bros are gassing you up, yo, this is great. Why would I ever want to leave this environment where I'm being like spoken life into every day? So naturally I'm sad. We're like, yo, all right, that's over. You are on your own, buddy. You gotta find some confidence somewhere else, and you got to give yourself those pep talks now. And I realized how dependent I was on my brothers for my own confidence. Like I didn't have any of my own anymore.
Wow.
Like, man, and that was low. Like, dang,
that's low.
I don't even have any confidence in myself. Like I could have sworn when I met y'all, I came with a little juice of my own.
Absolutely.
Right.
But it was all gone. And so like having to start from scratch and like build myself up was that was tough.
Man, that's big time. Stevie, go for it, man. Thank you, Jay, for sharing, man. That's being vulnerable. Stevie, take it.
Oh, as far as like the lows I seen?
Just kind of, the lows you've seen and some of the things you were on the outside looking in, but you were on the inside as well, because
I don't even really.
I kind of be interested to hear Alicia and Stevie's perspective.
Yeah.
Dang, I feel like the lowest I seen, where I think it has something to do with, I knew that the group was dissipated at this point when Smoke dropped "Sincerely Yours." It's a song that came out and he did a video for, and I was just like, it was so weird because they had did the Constellations video, and then Jay and Sean was like nowhere to be found on the song, and I was like, bro,
Yeah.
this is wild. And so like, yeah, because I think me and Smoke had worked on that joint, and I was just, I'm thinking like Sean and Jay was gonna put a verse on it.
Like, where's Sean and Jay's rap?
Yeah, I'm all thinking like, yeah, just shoot that to Sean and Jay so they can, put a beginning and ending on it. And, you sing like you normally do, but that didn't happen, and I felt like, what's going on? And Jay kind of stopped coming around in Compton because I was still living in Compton too, and Jay stopped coming around, and then I felt like Smoke was there a little bit more often than most. And Sean was there from time to time. And sometimes Smoke would just show up and just sleep back there and just work on music back in our garage without anybody.
All night, man.
And I'll catch him just unloading his he had Explorer then. I'll catch him unloading his Explorer and putting everything in the back. And I'm like, bro, how can I come home from work and I see you working in my garage?
Like, bro, Sean is not even here right now.
I was like, ain't nobody here. My mom was just like, yeah, Smoke just back there. I was like, Smoke was desperate to like keep that fuel going. And it was weird because I just didn't see Jay and Sean like they would all come in the back, put on a beat, freestyle, chop it up, do whatever, which was good. But Smoke, I saw the drift then. That was the lowest point. And I thought that I was going to try to be that glue because, my therapeutic skills, I just got on board. I had just probably landed the job as a therapist. I was like, I'm about to fix things. NIGG.
Of course. We show. That's how we do.
It didn't happen. So it did a little bit. So Smoke had got his studio at this point. And at this point, I was like, okay, cool. Maybe Sean and Jay is gonna go down there and start working on songs. That's when the whole thing with what that group, that the name of that label you was working with, Smoke.
Lewis and Clark.
Yeah. Was that the one?
No, that's Buno Murray.
Buno Murray, yeah. Then y'all was started meeting up because Smoke had an end and he was writing these songs for Ball in the Family. So I was like, oh snap, Dyles Mavis back together.
Well, now you jump
when
into
the song came out.
That is
when the song came out, it had individual names and it wasn't Dyles Mavis. And I was like, dang, it's still so y'all own people now. And it was under Tree of Dream Music. And I was just like, dang. And so I know Sean and Jay was doing, and I kind of leaned over because Sean's my brother, and I leaned over, and then we started doing what you call it, I forgot the name of the label.
Dope Junkies.
Dope Junkies, yeah. And we started doing Dope Junkie stuff, and then I just feel like I'm over here with them, and then I'm still writing with Smoke, and I'm still writing with Jay and Sean, and I'm like, bro, one day we just need to get all in the studio and just kind of figure this out. So Hassel was like, we just need to do it on the podcast, and so here we are.
That's so real.
You know what, man? Because tomorrow's not promised, man, and we gotta leave everything on the table. My cousin, he's about 96, I think, right now, and he says something super powerful. He pastored a church for 63 years, and he was married for 59. And he's in his last days, and I said, what is it you want? And he's like, I know I'm close. He said, I want to leave empty.
Ooh.
And I was like, what do you mean? He said, I just want to leave completely empty. I don't want nothing in me when I'm gone. And so a lot of times we just hold stuff in. I'm guilty of it as well. I'll go on a single-minded thing and be on an island, and then have to come off and be accountable, to my counterparts and friends and stuff. So it's beautiful that you guys did this tonight. Wow. And it took us 3 podcasts to get something out of men. So it shows You guys were the longest podcast ever.
For real.
And it was
Took
beautiful.
3 hours.
But you did it. And so it's just saying like, man, we don't talk enough. We don't share. We don't know how. We don't want to hurt people's feelings. We want to just chalk it up and just be the man. And, and that idea is old. It's over. It's over for that.
Wow.
We're dying, man, of high blood pressure and diseases and mental health situations.
Mhm.
And our women need us. Our kids need us.
Yes.
The community need us. And guess what? We need them.
Right.
And we gotta start being honest and open about our feelings. And y'all started that tonight.
Yeah.
Man, I remember the first time. The three of us sat down and actually like, bro, it was like 15 years like of being together, like grown men, like telling each other sorry. Like
Wow.
seriously, like being
Wow.
like, hey man, hey bro, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't even know I did that to you. Or vice versa. And
Wow.
everybody just being like, hey man, you know what? Or even saying I'm sorry, bro, and I love you.
Yeah.
Grown men. Just telling other grown men, bro, I love you, bro. And I never want to do anything there to hurt you. And I think that to me is what we need to share more often.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people who don't and will never.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't never telling that dude sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, F him. Like
Yeah.
I know people
No,
who
that's
are
real.
still saying that to me. F bro, F him. I ain't saying nothing to him. And it's like that stuff is eating them away in
Yeah.
reality.
Yeah, of course.
And I know that the three of us probably for a split second with that, whatever was going on between us, whether it was eating at us little by little, and it took us coming together, communicating and saying sorry, even for the things that you didn't even know you did.
Yeah.
Because sometimes your brother has to tell you, hey, bro, you stepped on my toes. Bro, I didn't know. I was over here dancing and chilling, and I didn't know I was stepping on your toes. Like,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean? So it's like you have
Yeah,
to, but
doing me, bro. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Now going out, we have a little time left. I want to do this for the sake of healing. And so is there anything, and I'll go around and just be quick with your answers. Is there anything that you Smoke or Shandon heard that Jay said that you didn't know when he just spoke? Did he say anything or explain himself that you didn't know about?
No.
no, because
Okay.
this stuff that we're sharing right now, we actually had this meeting and shared this stuff together.
Okay.
Good,
Now,
good.
There's
now,
nothing that hasn't
is there
heard.
anything Jay or Smoke that you heard Shandon say today that you didn't know?
No.
Okay.
No.
And same with you guys for Smoke. Is there anything?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Actually knew that he hated me the whole time.
Wow. That ain't how it is, Sean Don.
But you know what I will
Sean
say,
Don was not listening.
what I will say, and I do want to kind of hear this perspective. I know we're short on time, but we didn't get to hear Alicia's perspective.
Yes.
No, he's
Who
been
is
there the
literally
whole
there
time.
the entire time.
The
Miss
whole
Alicia.
time.
Let's
Secretly.
Oh man. Okay, I'll be quick. I mean, my perspective, yes, I got to watch this for a long for a long time, from the outside and the inside. I got to be at the studio sessions. I got to see how they work and the magic that they create. And then, watching from the outside, just as,
And on
girlfriend,
stage.
wifey, and on the stage,
Yeah.
all of that. And I think for me, what was a little hurtful was to see Jay going through what he was going through, because I could tell that this bond really meant a lot to him. So, it hurt to see him hurting. And, I would sometimes try to encourage him, be like, well, maybe y'all could try to work it out. And then when I didn't see that happening, then I'll admit, like, I kind of got into my petty bag a little bit. And I was like, you know what? Like, if Smoke gonna go do his thing, why can't Jay Vincent do his own thing?
Of course.
And so I tried to, encourage him and try to be like, try to give him like that confidence boost that he was talking about earlier that he was getting from you guys. I tried to be that for him, but you can't really be that for somebody else. You have to be that for yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like this is beautiful. I love seeing you guys get together tonight and really talk about your feelings, because I feel like this dynamic is going to help a lot of people who are going through similar situations, whether they're in a music group or just like a friendship or brotherhood or whatever. So I'm just happy to be here and to witness this. You guys really are meant to be together and
shout out
work
to y'all.
together. Yeah, shout out to y'all.
Much love to y'all. All right, we signing out. Music for your mental. Much love, everybody.
Love
We'll
y'all.
see y'all
Till
next
next time.
year.
Next year.
Peace.
Happy
Hey,
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Help him to be great. She needs straight, somewhere to reward, never to